Hi, I'm DIYite and today I'm going to show you how to remove even the most stubborn marks from your wall. So in today's toolkit we've got something quite simple. It's called a magic eraser or magic sponge. They're very cheap. I picked up mine on eBay. They cost a few pounds for a pack of 10. All you want to do is Google magic sponge and you'll find a whole range of suppliers selling these things. So what is a magic eraser and what's so incredible about it? Well, until recently I didn't even know these things existed until a work colleague suggested I buy some because we had some stubborn stains we had to get off a wall at a property that we were working on. So what are they? Well, they're made from a melamine resin foam. To all intents and purposes they just look like a normal sponge, but when they're moistened they develop seemingly magical properties. They can clear away encrusted dirt on ovens, crayon on walls, and the way they work, once you've moistened them they work like extremely fine sandpaper and they can clear away even the most stubborn ingrained marks. Until I discovered these I was using things like wet wipes, which were sort of reasonably effective, but on certain things like scratches on a wall they just weren't removing the mark and eventually they just took all the paint off. These things, as I'll be showing you, work completely differently and they're absolutely brilliant. Word of warning before we start, don't use these on surfaces that are liable to scratching, like varnished or highly polished high gloss surfaces. Why is that? Because the tiny particles in these erasers work like very fine sandpaper. So let's give them a go. So first up we need to get the sponge a little bit wet. So I'm just dampening it, just squeezing out the sort of surplus because you don't want it running down the wall as you're using it. Okay, the first mark we've got was created by this ball that the children have been throwing at the wall for the dog, and it's left a blue rubbery mark all over the wall. Quick rub. It's disappeared. Okay, next up, I don't know whether you can see this, we've got a felt tip mark on the wall here. It was left by one of the children. So again, moistening the sponge, and look at that, it just lifts it off the wall. Now clearly if you keep rubbing, the paint is going to start rubbing off the wall. You'll find that some comes off on the sponge anyway. So the trick is, as soon as the stain's gone, stop rubbing. Okay, we've got some mud and general marks on this wall. And off they come. Remember, I'm not using any detergent or anything, it's just the abrasive power of the sponge. Right, I've done some of the more boring marks. With my daughter Molly's help now, we're going to put some actual proper kids' scribbles on the wall to see if the magic sponge can get rid of those. High jeopardy this, because we're going to get into massive trouble with Molly's mother if this doesn't work. Every child's dream being asked to draw on a wall. What have you got to draw with, Molly?
A crayon.
Purple crayon. Right, do your worst up there. Okay, so zooming in on the mark Molly's made, I've got the sponge and I'm going to try and rub it out. Amazing, and luckily it's completely gone. Was that fun?
Yes.
So, I hope you found this video useful. Remember, Google magic eraser and you'll find hundreds of places that sell them very cheaply, under £3 for a pack of 10. I've shown you today how you can remove typical marks and stains from a wall. When you do this, the sponge being abrasive is likely to take away some of the paint. So before you start, make sure you've got some paint just in case you need to do some touching up afterwards. So what else can you use these sponges for? Well, the manufacturers say these erasers will remove stubborn stains from most surfaces. They're ideal for tiles, crockery, paintwork, floors and kitchen surfaces. And I've shown you today how you can remove marks from walls as well. Remember though, don't use them on surfaces liable to scratching, such as varnished and high gloss surfaces, because they are abrasive. So I hope you found this video useful. As ever, please subscribe to my channel by clicking on the link below, and also you might like to check out some of my other videos.